Hi everybody, welcome back to Happy Bake Day, where every day is a happy bake day. Have you had a chance to check out our delicious recipe from last week where we made garlic parmesan cruffins? If you missed it, of course, you can check it out right here. It is officially spooky season. It is the beginning of October. So to kick off this fabulous month of tricks and treats, we are going to be making a ghoulishly delightful dark chocolate pudding cake. Now for this recipe, it will be made in a few parts. Part 1 is to make our cake. Part 2 is to make our chocolate pudding filling. And then part 3 is to make our frosting and of course decorate the whole thing. Now to make the cake, you will need the following ingredients: 2 cups of cake flour, 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of espresso powder, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of whole milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 large eggs. First, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. In a large bowl, combine your flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, salt, espresso powder, and sugar. Whisk until everything is well combined. Then add in your vegetable oil, milk, vanilla extract, and all 3 eggs. Again, you're going to whisk until everything is well combined and your batter is nice and smooth. Evenly divide the batter between 2 9-inch round cake pans. I recommend lining the cake pan bottom with some parchment paper to make them a little bit easier to come out. Once you're done, this is ready for baking. You're going to bake your cakes in the oven for about 25 to 35 minutes or until they are completely done when you test it in the center with a cake tester. Allow your cakes to cool in the pan for about 5 minutes, then take them out and place them on a wire rack to cool completely. Once your cakes are cool, use a large serrated knife to carefully trim the dome on the tops to make sure these have a flat top and are evenly layered. The next step is to make our chocolate pudding filling. For that, you're going to need 1 3.9-ounce box of instant chocolate pudding and 2 cups of whole milk. You're going to combine your milk and pudding mix in a medium bowl. Whisk really well until the pudding just begins to set, then put it aside. After that, you're going to start making your filling. You'll need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup of pre-made chocolate frosting, and 1 cup of melting chocolate, either white chocolate or dark chocolate. Pour your heavy cream into a medium bowl. Use an electric hand mixer to mix the heavy cream until it forms a nice whipped cream, so it'll be nice stiff peaks. After that, add in your chocolate frosting and whip again until it's well combined and smooth. Then set it aside. In a microwave-safe bowl, melt your chocolate chips until smooth and creamy. Transfer the melted chocolate into a piping bag fitted with a very small round tip. You're going to pipe your chocolate onto a baking tray that's been lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to pipe mine into some spooky spider web shapes in honor of Halloween, but you're welcome to do any shapes or designs you want. Feel free to use a stencil if needed, but once you're done piping your chocolate, you're going to place it into your refrigerator until the chocolate has set, about 10 minutes. Now we are ready to assemble our cake. Place 1 cake layer onto a plate, a cutting board, or a cake stand, and you're going to scoop about 1/2 cup up to 1 cup of the chocolate pudding on top of your cake layer, and use a spoon or a silicone spatula to smooth it in an even layer. Then place your second cake on top. Once that's done, add your frosting and carefully frost the whole cake. I like using a silicone offset spatula and or a bench scraper just to help make it all smooth and beautiful. And once your cake has been frosted, hopefully your chocolate decorations have set and you can place them on your cake as desired. And with that, our chocolate pudding cake is done and ready. It tastes so good. I did try a little bit of the cake scraps, and of course I couldn't resist tasting this whipped cream frosting. It is beautiful. I like using whipped cream frosting with this recipe because the chocolate cake is so heavy. So the whipped cream frosting really adds a nice, just light sweetness to the cake without adding too much heaviness. And then the chocolate pudding on the inside, of course, is smooth and creamy and just a beautiful layer to this cake. Now, I did make spider webs here. They're beautiful. They're really fun for Halloween. I have done little bats in the past with a stencil, which is super fun as well. Really, you can even add a cake topper, or if you have extra frosting left over, you can pipe some of your frosting on top. Really, this is whatever you want to make it. Thank you so much for joining me today to make our deliciously, delightfully frightful chocolate pudding cake. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you had fun baking with me today. I appreciate each and every single subscriber as you join me on this journey from banker to baker. Don't forget to visit my website or follow me on social media for this and all of my other delicious recipes. Until then, I hope you have a very happy bake day.